Today we're happy to show off two levels from Borderlands 2. We're showing off the Wildlife Preserve and we're showing off Caustic Caverns, both of which are later into the game, but they help show off some of the new environments and diversity and colors and enemies and creatures that you'll see throughout the game. As for the characters we're showing off the Gunzerker, Salvador, who you may have already seen, and we're showing off the Siren, named Maya. Her special ability is something called Phase Lock, which holds any enemy in place, so that you can use that to either call out something for your co-op buddies, your friends to shoot, or you can lock it down and then take care of some other enemies while you're at it. It's a very flexible skill. We designed our entire game with co-op in mind and playing with friends in mind. The skills for the characters, hold their weight if you're playing single player. But when you're playing in a group, you can really find some synergies. Forgive me for using the word synergy, right? Amongst all of the skill trees. You can spec your character to be more of a healer, which obviously helps your group, or you can spec it to be pure damage and just annihilate anything in your path. We make the game with co-op in mind, but at the heart of it, we have to make sure that you can still play the game and have a fun experience single player. A vast majority of people played the first game just by themselves, which is fine, which is great, and they still had a lot of fun. We're making sure that can still happen in Borderlands 2. What it came down to for us in ensuring the success of the first game was just getting the game in people's hands and letting them experience the fun that came from playing the game. It is definitely a challenge to keep our weapon system interesting and our constant loot drops interesting as well. Now, we do have a number of attributes to play with, and that's represented primarily and most noticeably in the different weapon manufacturers, of course. Jacobs, you can fire as fast as you want. Dahl is very sturdy and burst fire, that sort of thing. Those are more overt attributes that we care about as well. But there's some subtle differences as well, and that's part of the whole loot path and progression. We had 87 bazillion guns in the first game. Yeah, it gets difficult to make sure everything's a bit unique and different from each other, but we do what we can. Speaking from personal experience and around the office, we tend to have favorite characters. It's funny. It's not quite a culture war within the office, but we do get into heated debates about which character is better than the other character in a very healthy way, I think. And it's great. It's people pick their favorites. They find the guns that they really want to play with. They find the characters, action skills, and a combination of skill trees that work for them. Borderlands 2 will be out for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC on September 18th, 2012.